Thank you very much for coming, and I also want to thank you, Caroline. Can you, everybody hear me clearly? Okay, that's good. I just want to say I'm quite sick, so there might be some like cough, something, and you'll see with your kindness. That we very much appreciate it. Okay, I have come from Bangladesh, and I had come from a family where my parents was extremely judgmental. Like anything I would do as a child, they would be very judgmental and very criticizing, and anything about future was negative. You cannot do that well. Look at those other child. They are doing so well. So that kind of environment I have dealt with my parents. I know they didn't know much better. That's the way they thought it was. They are doing very well. My father was always moving because of his job from one place to another place. So I changed 9 times my school to complete my year 10. Something happened in year 5 that I got a teacher, private tutor, to teach me my school materials, which actually changed my life. And I believed on him, and he believed on me. He encouraged me. And I actually scored the highest mark in school for 5 years, consistently. So during that time, I knew that I can be better than what my parents said to me. I can break all the limitations. The people say about the genetics limitations, like if your parents are like this, you will be like that. You know, if your environment is like this, you'll be like that. But I got the confidence, believing on my private tutor and believing on myself, that actually I can overcome all these limitations. And that was great feelings during these 5 years. Sorry. Then, when I was in year 9, I realized I have got a lot of, I enjoy reading a lot. Certain kind of books. I enjoy a lot reading books. Then I thought, why can't I use this interest to learn a different language? Because I went to Bengali medium school. Going to English medium school was quite expensive. And my parents, even if they could afford, they would not let me go. They would not spend more money on me. So what I did, I bought a lot of books from the market in English. Literature was quite high level. I read all these books. Actually, I learned about 4,000 words, English words. That's how I solidified my English knowledge. But saying that, just remember that books shapes your thinking. So you have to be careful what sort of book you read. Okay. So after that, when I was in 9, what I did, somehow my teacher gone, something happened. I lost my trust again on myself, and I felt too much pressure on myself. I was the first boy at the school. Everybody expected I'm gonna do so much good result. My mother would go everywhere and say, my son is gonna do great result. And I used to hate that lesson because that put so much burden on me, So I could not function. I was getting just frozen listening that. I gave up studying. I used to run away from home just before exam. I ran away from home 4 times before exams. So to complete year 12, I changed 4 times. Because there was a time that I felt I can't complete anything. Whatever I was doing, it's like I'm gonna fail it. So I didn't have any self-esteem. I didn't trust myself. I didn't know how to make a successful decision, how to be successful in life. I had such a low self-esteem. Anyway, I then decided, somehow I decided to tell myself something positive. I can do it. I try to tell myself, Rashed, you can do it. You don't have to believe your family, your father, your mother, your friends, anybody. You can do it. Just repeat it to yourself again and again and again. And I started to repeat those things again, again, and again. What I did, I bought newspaper for 4 months, English newspaper. I used to read every day 4 hours those newspaper. I called my friends. I told them, when you talk to me, only talk English. Don't talk Bengali with me. Even if you swear me, talk English. And I used to talk with them. I didn't have any teacher. I didn't go English medium school. But I continued with that speaking English. And some of my close friends actually left me because they came, they wanted to talk Bengali. I said, no, if you want to talk with me, talk English. And they left me. They're gone. So I was strict on my policy, and that paid off. I applied to Australia. They gave me the visa. I came here as a student. That was in 2000. When I came here in 2000, first year, I had the pressure again, a lot of pressure, because it costs a lot of money to study in this country. It's not cheap. My mother used to call me, Rashed, when are you going to be the permanent resident of Australia? And it was so hard for me to concentrate on the study. I was just, couldn't take it. I failed all the subject in first year in Macquarie University. What happened when I failed all the subject? Immigration sent me to the detention center. And detention center, I was 41 days. 41 days, I didn't have any hope. I had to go back to Bangladesh. So what happened that time, still I thought positive. I thought I can do it. I have to do it at any cost. I have come in this country. I have to be established. That's why I have come here. In detention center, I used to think these positive things. So I came out from detention center and I had hope. After some time, I met my ex-partner. And later on, she became my wife, ex-wife, I would tell. So what happened when I met her? She actually put trust on me. Rashed, you can do anything. And I believed her. I really believed her, and I have put trust on myself. At that time it was 2003. And 2006, I looked for a job. I didn't get a job. When I didn't get a job, I said, I'll create a job. Then I started a cleaning business. Within 1 year, 5 people started working for me. And within 3 years, I bought an apartment. And 2009, there was economic depression. The business couldn't go on. Then I decided to study. Because cleaning business was giving me money, but it wasn't satisfying my needs. My needs is to connect with the intellectual society of Australia. That's what was my needs. So I needed money, also the satisfaction. So that's why I decided to study. So when I started to study community services work, I finished it in 2 years. I enjoyed it so much, That was the first time I finished something. And it gave me so much confidence. Then I challenged myself. I told myself that I want to do the toughest degree in Australia. And what was it? If I would have the biology, I would do the medicine. But I didn't have the biology. I had the arts degree, so I could do law. I applied at Griffith University, and I got accepted. And trust me, I did not fail, not a single subject. I passed all the subject, and today I'm a solicitor. What I'm saying that in your life you have moments. To be confident, you have to be successful. Simple as that. The more successful you become, the more strength, trust you build, more confident you become. To be successful, you have to make successful decision. And to make successful decision, you have to understand the structure of your brain. How does it work? Your brain actually divided by 2 sides, left side and right hand side. Left side is for rational side, right hand side for the imaginations. When you make decision only based on rational decision, you're more likely going to fail because it's not fun. Like cleaning business when I had, it was giving me money, but it wasn't satisfying me. So my right hand side wasn't working really. So I didn't like it. Right hand side, if I make a decision only based on right hand side, then it also going to be fail. Suppose if I decide to marry a person who is totally incompatible with me, I'm going to fail 100%. My relationship going to fail, affect me negatively. So how we have to make decision? We have to actually combine together. It have to be rational. It also have to be fun. Like choosing a law degree. I enjoy it because, as you can see, I can talk. I want to talk in front of the court, in front of the judge. That gives me a lot of pleasure. So that's my fun bit. And rational side is it gives me money. Because being a solicitor, it also will give me money. So I combine my left hand side, right hand side together. So that's why my decision has been successful. Studying law wasn't that tough for me because I enjoyed it, doing it. So when you make your decision, apply this theory, you come up with more successful decision. Another thing I want to know that, how actually you are making, some people become very successful in this world. Some people become very sad in this world. How does it work? In your brain, only 2% decision you can control. Whatever decision you make, 2% which you can control. 98% decisions are made automatically, subconscious mind. Like your heart never stops since you're born. Who's making this decision? Your brain subconsciously is making this decision. Your blood is going through your brain. Who's making this decision? The pressure of the blood. Your brain is subconsciously making this decision. So how this subconscious brain take this decision information, where it does get it? Number one is from genetics. Subconsciously, the brain already inherited a lot of information from your parents. So that sort of decision already automated the system in your brain. But there are some other decision also goes to your subconscious mind, like you're dreaming. You're dreaming a beautiful dream with your girlfriend or something you're dreaming. Because the information you're thinking about your girlfriend, those information repeatedly you are thinking going to your subconscious mind, then you don't have to think it, it becomes automatic, right? So what you have to do, the thinking you want to get, like you want to do in your life to prosper your life, you have to do those thinking repetitively, so it becomes automatically, it goes to your subconscious mind. Then you don't have to think anymore, it will be automatic. So that's what you need to do. Some people will think negatively, repetitively, and this will go again, and they'll suffer depression because it will trigger depression again and again. It's in subconscious mind. You can't control it. It automatically happens. Now, you see, some people are quite depressed. Some people decide to commit suicide. They think everything is gone. I don't have any control of my life. Anything I do is just total failure. What you can do, I say that person, it is wrong, because there is one thing you can still do, you have still in control, and that is self-talk. The self-talk can be positive, self-talk can be negative. If I tell that I'm the richest person in the world, I'm a very successful person, I'm a very happy person, I have got everything, I have got a plane, I have got 2 cars, I have got a very nice girlfriend, I've got everything. If I tell everything, it's lie, right? But mind does not know. Mind cannot differ what is real, what is imagination. That's why when you dream, and scary dream, you wake up in scared. You are sweating, because mind cannot differ what is your imagination, what is your real. So you have got the tool of your life, self-talk. You can change a moment by self-talking. When you talk positively, what happens? When you talk positively, your body releases endorphin. Your body gets relaxed, and your brain neuroplasticity increases. Your immunity in your body boosts up. You live longer, you become happy. You want to continue these good feelings, self-talking. Even a person tomorrow will be hanged if self-talk can change the feelings. If somebody talks negatively, what happens? When somebody talks negatively, then it creates stress in the body. When somebody is stressed, it creates cortisol, a hormone. Your body becomes more stressed. Then it becomes automatic system. Your body gets more stress. You get panic attack. You create more stress in your life, and your immunity power of your body gets compromised, and you develop cancer, diseases, depressions, you name it, all the diseases. So it is very important that you control your self-talk. Now, how your brain also can be shaped by thinking. If you read books, as I told you, if you read a book which is will empower you, read that book because it will shape your thinking. If you read a book which is not good, it's going to harm you. And it will go into your subconscious mind and it's going to harm you. So be careful what sort of book you read. And another very powerful tool is associate with successful people. I told you, when I had my Tito and my ex-wife, they actually empowered me so strongly that I became so much successful in life. So you pick up your friends who are very successful, or it doesn't matter do they have a title or not, who empower you. Very important what sort of people you are associated with. Now, sometimes we don't understand what is the difference between trust and love. Every mother loves their son, but every son is not trustworthy. So that means when you love people, you can love everyone, but when you trust people, you have to be careful. Because trusting a person with your heart can be very harmful, and there can be grievous consequences later on in your life. So you have to make the right decision. Now, I will take you in for life to next stage life. Suppose you have started a relationship. First few months you'll find that everything is very nice. You only see the good things about each other. That's called honeymoon stage. But after some time you'll find that there is conflict stage. You don't see the good things anymore. You see only the bad things of each other. In this stage, it's extremely important that you solve your conflicts. I'll give you 3 tools to solve these conflicts. Number 1 is communications. If one party says that I'm not going to communicate, then you will think that relationship is going to fall apart or is going to be very unsuccessful. Both parties have to communicate. Number 2 is I statement. If one person says that you are a stupid person, the other person have to say, when I have been called stupid, it hurts my feelings. So I statement is extremely powerful because it does not offend anyone. It lets you express your emotion. Number 3 is effective communication. Suppose you are at office. So your colleague has come and shouting at you and screaming at you and telling you, why have you put all the rubbish at my bin basket? So what do you have to do first? You have to listen carefully what that person is saying. Then paraphrase it. I can see you are very upset because you think I have put the rubbish in your bin basket. Once you repeat it, paraphrase in your language, then your office partner is going to say, yes, it will calm him down because you have listened to him and you paraphrased it, you acknowledge what happened. If you have done it, then you can say, okay, I'll empty the bin basket, I'll make sure I never put the rubbish in your bin basket. Problem is solved. If you have not done it, then you can see, okay, I can see you are very angry because you think I have put my rubbish in your bin basket, but I feel unfairly judged because I have not put this rubbish in your bin basket. It was Eric. Eric has put the rubbish, the bin basket. Then the person is going to ask Eric. Okay, so this means that's called effective communications. Now, one last tool I'll give you is extremely important if you want to be successful in life, in relationship, in business, wherever. Suppose you're driving a car on highway. So what happened is suddenly another car has come. You are almost about to have an accident, but you notice that other car was actually your dad's car. Then you're saying, what happened to dad? Or didn't dad sleep tonight? Or did he had a quarrel with my mother? Or one of my brother or sister in trouble? You would defend your dad exactly how you would defend yourself. Next week, same thing happened, but this time it's not your dad, a stranger. Then you are saying, F you, who gave you the license? This and that. The reason you don't know him, he's a stranger. Now, apply this theory into a relationship. If you want to have a successful relationship in your life, what do you have to do? You have to spend time with your partner, like your dad has spent with you. You have to share joy. You have to share joy, sorrow, and you have to do everything together. Once you do it, that you form a relationship, you defend your partner will defend you. You can apply this theory also in your employment situation. Suppose you are an employer, then if you spend your time with your employees in a professional way, if you share their joys, if you share the sorrow, they will defend you. So all this conflict tools, what I have said, actually you can actually use in your workplace as well. So I hope what I have told you, it helped you. And if one thing can help you, my presentation is successful. Thank you for listening my presentation. And now I welcome Caroline for the next speaker. Thank you.